Hey guys, it's day 68 part 2 of our little bit of fun in the guise of a computer game. Now, I'm going to show you something, right, of how I came across something, which just shows you how you've got to have some happy little accidents sometimes. Okay? Now, what it was if you remember the last couple of days, we've been talking about using the assets, the free assets from the store, or assets from the store, or whatever. Excuse me. And I was kind of interested in one of them, right? Now, so what I did was, I couldn't remember what it was called, okay? So here's what I did. Alright, I was in here and I was down at my assets, right? And with a list this long, and you tend to forget what assets are particularly called, right? And you tend to forget also what assets you've got depending on the project you're working on, right? So what I did was, I typed in PUZ for puzzle, because I was looking for this one, the Ultimate FPS Puzzle Kit, right? And then I seen these other two, okay? And I was like, what the heck are these? I wonder what these do for you, right? So I clicked on that and I thought, okay, right, well that's not really what I'm after. Not bothered about that too much. Alright, and I was looking through them. Right, and then I thought, hang on a second, that's a ladder, right? And you know what a ladder means? A ladder means animations, right? And you'll know as well as I do that it doesn't come with the standard mannequin, right? So this is not how I done it, by the way. I watched the YouTube video, right? And I saw a guy climbing a ladder. And I saw him getting off the ladder. And I went, hang on a second. I've not got an animation for getting off a ladder. Right? So basically what I'm saying is, keep an eye on your assets. And they might have some stuff in them, even though the actual thing itself is not what you're wanting, right? There might be one little piece of animation, or one little effect, or one little door, or one little thing that you might be able to use, right? Now, I tried to, so what I did in this case was, I created the project, okay, with that, so that I could then pull it out, the animation, right? Now, I've tried to do this before and it didn't work, but that was, I think, because I'd let it transfer over the mannequin again, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So, what I did was, I created the project from that asset, right, which is all well and good, okay, and just for reference, I added those other two puzzle assets as well to have a look at them, right? But look at this, we've got animations for getting off a ladder and getting on a ladder. right? Isn't that fantastic? Right? So we should be looking for top exit. Right? So it just shows you that you may have quite a few assets, right, that you can use in other. Nah, it's not Hellhound, it was just me monkeying around. It's actually a wolf, believe it or not. Right, so what I want to do here is I want to migrate these, right? So I'm going to let it migrate that stuff. I'm going to OK that. Then we're going to go to our C drive, Groenland, content, select folder. Now this says it's already here, but it's not, right? Right, so it says I already have it, but if that's the case, where is it? Where's the puzzle thing? So that's not it. So we don't have a puzzle. Right, so the question is, where did it put it? Right? Where are those things? Yes, I migrated them in, that's what I was just showing you. But they don't appear to be here. Or, well, obviously they're not here because we have no vertical. Right? It should have added them to the content folder. Right? Now, I would have thought it might have put them in here somewhere, but it hasn't. And we can't seem to find those animations. So if we go back to here, it should have created this folder with these animations. Right? Okay, let's migrate this. Okay, so it's going to migrate all them. Right? We'll let it do that. We're on C drive. Look at that. There it's there. Under Advanced Puzzle Constructor. Right? And you'll see we have animations and then nothing. Okay, we'll go select folder. We'll say yes to all. Right. Now we'll go back in here. And it doesn't have it. That is bizarre. We're going to do fix redirectors. Alright, let's hope that this does something about it. Let it do its thing. I suppose. Still not there. Although we are frozen for a second. It's not how you're supposed to do it. Quite abandoned, I'm afraid. That is not how you're supposed to do it. Right. And this is frozen on me, which is always nice. I'm going to close that down for now. I'm going to have to give this a second or two. It seems to be having a little moment to itself. Right, so it is doing stuff because basically it's hogging my video because I'm getting a message on the stream to say that I'm not receiving enough video. So basically it is working at something. What it's working at, I don't know. I'll just check it's not errored. No, it's working away. It is doing stuff. Okay, I'll have to give it a second. Just checking that it's not dying on me. It is doing stuff. Oh, there we go, it's off it goes again. But it's still not there. Alright, so I'm going to try something else. Well, I'm going to try a couple of other things actually. Right. Close the task manager down because that was okay. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and I'm going to export it while the other project's closed. Yeah, I've had quite a few shaders in my time needing compiled. It's not unheard of. You just go and get yourself a coffee and a good book. Right. So there we go. Right. Now what we're going to do, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our File Explorer. We're going to go to our C drive, Unreal Projects, Groenland, Content, and we're going to delete this one out. Okay. Then I'm going to open it up again. I'm spitballing here, guys, so you'll have to bear with me on this. I don't know why it's not coming across. I've still got another couple of tricks up my sleeve. I want to load it up with that folder deleted, and then I want to close it down again, then migrate it and open it up. That's my plan here, in case you were wondering what I'm going to actually do. Right, but we've got to wait on the project actually opening. Okay. So this is now open. We've got nothing in here, which is what we expected. We can close it down again. Go to this one, right? Click on this. Select these. Asset actions. Migrate. We're not going to migrate. We'll let it migrate, okay? Okay, that. We're going to go to Groenland, Content, go. Okay, so it said successful. We can go to our Groenland, Content, and here we have it. Okay. So that looks okay. I'm going to minimize that, open this, Groenland again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm opening the wrong project. For some reason, the D drive one has become that one. So probably it's worked all along and I'm an idiot. But hey ho. Right. We want to get rid of this. I would have soon realised that that was a backup, but anyway. So there we have it, folks. We're back in business. Right. And here is our thing. Right, animations. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is in this folder, I'm going to create a blank folder. And we'll call it puzzle anims. Okay. Then we're going to take all of these. Okay. And we're going to retarget them to our female retarget. Right. So now we can go in here. We want to open this. Right. We want to gradually get these box pool human. Right, it's this one here. So we grab them and we put them into puzzle anims. Bollocks. Right. So we get that one to there. Move that. Then this one to here. Then this one and this one. And then this one to this one. Okay. So there we go. So now, if we look in these, right, we should have some nice stuff. Right. That's cool. Box pull. Yeah, tell me about it. Box push. Climb. Right. This is going to be interesting. Right. That's the... that appears to be the end. The top exit. Although, yeah, that's the top exit montage. That's the top exit animation. Okay. Right. So, cool. Really cool that. I like this clinty box, by the way. Don't know what the size the box has to be, but could be useful. I mean, this doesn't actually need to be a box. It could be anything. It could be a rock. It could be whatever. Right, but you get the idea. Right, now, here's the interesting thing. These, like, for example, top exit, right? This is going to have to be changed to full body, right? And we're going to need to change our ladder, which is cool. So the best idea here is to do these one at a time. Okay, and it's so long since I did the ladder stuff that I honestly cannot remember if the ladder is done. I think it's done by a montage. Yeah, it's done by a montage. Right? That gets fired by the ladder. So, what we're going to have to do is actually look at the interactable items, then we're going to have to look at the ladder. Right, where's the ladder? Right. So we've got top collision, bottom collision, and these are the interesting parts, right? Now, let's try and remember how this works, shall we? Right, now, what we're going to have to do is on the top collision, right, if it collides with the player, right, we are probably going to have a ref char here, which we do. Get ref char, then stop. Animation montage, right, and our animation montage are we? Yeah, we're setting it to climbing. So it appears to be done in the instance, the animation. Is it? Is it? Is it indeed? Let's have a look and find out, shall we? Alright. So we're going to be getting base locomotion. We have got his climbing. Okay. That's fine. That's cool. Right, cause what we can do is in our player mode, right, enum action mode, right, we can add and we can say exit ladder top, exit ladder bottom, can rename this to the correct spelling. Okay, so basically if we are claiming, right, if we are claiming then we can go to exit top or exit bottom, but if we're not, we can't. Okay, so basically what we do is off here we can get a state exit. Now we're going to test this, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to drag that out a bit. We're going to draw these in for now. Add a state, exit, bottom. Now, we could actually do this in a different way, and I think I'm going to do it in a different way. Right, I'm going to leave that as it is for now. What we're going to do is we're going to do it in the actual blueprint. Okay. So what we're basically going to do here is in our ladder, right, no, I move it into position. I automatically take care of that. That's this bit here. This takes care of it. This adjusts the camera, then adjusts the character to in front of the ladder. Right, so what we do here is we do this. Right? And we set it back to normal. Right? Now, the thing is here that we're going to have to stop doing some of this stuff, right? Like, for example, this part here, where we move her forward, okay? So, actually it's this part here. Right, so I'm going to disconnect that for now. Right. And we're going to get our reference character. Play and a montage. Okay. And it's going to be the ones that we just did, which is the puzzle anims. So it's going to be this. Okay, it's not. It's going to be the montage. Top exit, right? So let's see how this does, shall we? Okay. It's a good idea if we open the correct map, of course. So we're going to open the correct map. No, I've got the stream, the live chat open all the time. I don't read the chat off of the... I don't know why that pops up sometimes. It's probably on a button somewhere, right? It's probably disabled to start, but it's on a button somewhere on the keyboard that I very rarely press. But I do press it now and again. But I don't watch the stream while I am streaming. I watch the chat and nothing else, right? So we should be able to press this now, right? R. And there we go. Right, so that kinda nearly works. Right. So what I'm thinking is, if I go to this ladder, right, and I make these 2 by 2. Yeah, I knew it would need a little bit of tweaking here and there, but I'm quite okay with the first attempt. Right, now this should hit it a lot sooner. Now, where's my mouse? Oh, I'm in the middle of the game. Right, I want this breakpoint back. Right. And when we update, we're doing the climb difference. Alright, so we must be calculating this. Yep. Find references. Right, we set it here. It's the top origin minus the bottom origin. We might need to actually adjust this slightly. And like take off a certain offset. Right. I want to see exactly where she actually is when she hits. Right, you can see the box. Yeah, there's kids running about outside. Now, there is a problem here. Resume. You know what? That wasn't too bad. I'm going to stop that, right? Let's do that again. I think that's nearly there. Right, we just need a tweak. Oh, they're not my kids. Right, so we do have the issue of the climb height, right? Now, our thing here is this part here. It's this climb difference, okay? No, they're neighbours. Right. So, I am just wondering, right, if we don't put this on a timeline, right, but basically just move forward, right, and once we move forward, then when we hit this, we activate this montage, and keep moving forward. Yeah, I don't hear it though. It's just background noise to me. Okay. I mean, the point being here that we could make our top collision even bigger, right? I mean, if we make that 3, right, it's going to trigger this a lot faster. Right, it's getting stuck on the timeline, right? It's getting stuck on the timeline. So this climb difference is not the key, but you'll notice that that is one value. Actually it's not, right? Actually it's not. But here's the thing. Our top origin minus our bottom gives us a forward rotation, right? Which is, funnily enough, right, this arrow, right, I already calculate it, okay? So, for example, use position is there, right? We create a line, we draw a line. Let me see if we go back to here. You will notice that we draw this debug line, right? And it goes from the bottom to the top. Okay, so the line starts the bottom, line ends the top. So if we look at it in game, right? We can see there's the line, okay? It does go off, but so basically we're not yeah, you're fine. You can comment or not. Comment on just any old rubbish. Doesn't really matter to me, right? So what I'm going to be trying to do here is trying to get a forward vector. Okay, because the forward vector is the vector that she's going to walk along, right? Which is that line. Okay, so basically I need to turn the difference between the bottom and the top to the forward vector. Okay? So we need to do a couple of tests, okay? So what we'll do is we'll get that, we'll minus that, we'll do vector minus vector, so we'll get the top vector minus the bottom vector, and then we'll get forward. Apparently we can't get a forward vector off of that. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If we're lerping, between here and here. Right, there's a way we could do this in actual fact, you know that? There is a way we can do this without changing. Can I get a forward vector off of that? No. Ah, climb difference. No, because that's the number of units. I need to get the forward vector. Forward. Right, let's take that off. Hi Abdulaziz, how you doing, bud? Right, we need to get the forward vector. Right. Right, we get the forward vector. Right, so that's from a rotation. Right, have we got any other things? Well, actually, you know what? Is this what we want? Right. I'm just wondering if this is actually what we want. Right. So that minus that break it, right, then split this, do X, Y, Z, right? And when we come back, we're going to test this out to see if we've got the correct forward vector. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute or two. I'm going to have a cigarette. If you're enjoying the stream, hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. Check out the description for other links to Discords, Patrons and websites and previous games on Steam. I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, we're back. I just had a thought to myself there. We've got the forward rotation already. Right? Because there's our arrow. Right? So, in theory, we can get our arrow rotation. Right? We can get the world rotation and then get the forward vector. Right? I knew I was overthinking this, right? Undo that. No worries, quite abandoned. No worries. Right, so if we've got this world rotation, right? Let's do a test. Okay, we leave this here, right? We get the bottom origin. Now, I believe that's the location, so we can use that straight off the bat, right? We can multiply this, right, by a float. We can say as many as we want, right? And then we can add it right to this here. And then if we draw it, right, at line end, then we should get a line that shoots up in that direction above the ladder, as long as the climb distance of the ladder is less than 300 or whatever number I put in there. What number did I put in there? 300, right? And we'll basically put that up to 30 seconds, right, at debug line. So there we go, we've got a line, and it is in fact in the correct direction. Right, now 300 obviously actually wasn't enough, right? So if we say 1000, right, we should get a line protruding out the end. Now we're not going to use any length on this, right? We're just going to basically move her forward on that axis, right? But you can see our line following the ladder, which is perfect, right? We're on day 68. Okay, now we're getting there. Now, the interesting thing now is we can put this back in here, right? Because we know that this is the forward vector that we need to move in. Okay? And we don't need to use this timeline anymore, right? Because this timeline is going to run and it's not going to stop if we hit the top thing, right? What we need to do is basically move her X amount. Right? So I'm just wondering the best way to do this. Hang on a second. We can stop this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do custom event, right? And I'm going to say stop timeline. That is going to go in there. Okay. It's actually not as good as you think it is. It's one of the methods that a lot of people use that basically you draw it twice. Right? You draw, the way it happens is you've got your object mesh, right? Which is the actual ladder itself. And you'll notice that, I need to put this up for you guys to see it until I explain this, right? There are other ways to do this, but this was in the original asset that I was basically given to work with, so hey ho, it is what it is. Right, but you'll notice this is 1.0, right? And it uses obviously the ladder materials, right? So all you do is you make the outline mesh, and you'll notice that the outline mesh is slightly bigger, right? And basically the mesh is actually filled in on the, I believe it's, let me see, is it done in the construction script? No, it's not done in the construction script. Right, I set it up basically. Right, okay. It's done in the overlap of the actual interactable item, right? Right, so basically when you overlap it, right, it should, yeah, set outline mesh, right, and that just basically gets the outline mesh, sets it to the static mesh that you've already got, which in this case is the ladder, right. It gets all the materials and then sets that material to the outline mesh material, which is the one which is a white outline, right. And that's what it does. Okay, there are other ways to do it, right, but that's a very simplistic way of doing it, right. And obviously you set it, the more of an outline you want, basically the bigger you make this, the bigger you make this outline mesh, right. So like if I was to make this 1.1, right, well, tell you what, just for demonstration purposes, if I was to do this, right, this is 1.1, 1.001, right, right. Now, if I was to set this to 1.1, it's going to make a huge difference, right? This is going to probably end up looking completely stupid, right? And it all goes out of whack because basically it's 10% bigger than the original actual thing, which is why you try to make it, you know, as close as you can where it still shows up, right? So if I say 0.01, it'll be a bit better, and then you've got basically, once you reach your limit, then you can find out how low you can go for it still to look okay, right? So you'll notice there that looks not too bad, right? And then we could go 0.0, let's say 5. And this will probably be an acceptable result. This will probably be okay, right? Right. But there you go. Okay. So that's how it works. Right, so back to our main problem, which is in our, it is in our ladder actually, right? So if that's true, then basically we say stop timeline. Right, and now this is assuming that our character, or at least our animation, is going to take us forward. Okay, now the last thing we'll need to do here is, since this animation is never going to finish, we actually need to do the on finish thing, which is basically this. Actually we don't need to do that, right? But what we do need to do is this part here, right? Where is it? Apparently over here. Right, now, our problem here is this animation is not the best animation. This is not the best animation function. Right. I think it's play montage. Right, this is a better one. Right, the reason I say this is a better one is because we can basically stop it doing anything until it's complete. Right, so we can basically do this on completion. We switch the camera, right, and then enable input again, right, while it's playing. So we've got a lot more control. And can I copy this? Well, I can't copy it, but what I can do is drop that in there. Right, now our skeletal mesh is okay. Where's our flipping mesh? Right, that's her here. It's character mesh, right? Character. What the heck? Whew. Right. So let's try that, shall we? Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Okay, so we need her to actually stop the timeline once she's completed this, believe it or not. Right. What's up, Quit Abandoned? What are you all excited about now? Okay, it's nearly there. But not quite. So we need to work out, what's that all about? Right, okay, forget that. Right. We may need to put this part as well after the play montage, right? Okay, I'm going to paste that, right? Now the point being, right, that this should actually override this montage should override the other one, okay? It should override the normal this one should override the normal climbing. Okay. Right. Now the interesting thing is that we're still sliding upwards, okay? Ah, damn it. I still had it in the same place there. Now, this actually might be a bit more complicated because I'm doing a blend on if you're climbing or not. Whereas maybe I need to adjust which ones are doing which order. And that is so darn close. I don't know why it's still moving, and I don't know why it's doing that either, but we are close, guys. We're close. We just need to get this in the right order of when we do things. Right. Right, so let's, right, that's okay. It's while we're climbing, right? Right, while we're climbing, Right, add a breakpoint. Okay. So let's see. Oh, that's wrong. Disable that breakpoint. Right, add this breakpoint. Right. Right, so there. Okay. At this point, we are no longer climbing. Right? So, we could go to here. Okay? And we've just got to make sure this is the one top exit, right? Right? And it is. No, no, no. Yeah, it's in full body. Right? Full body. Now, the problem is that she's no longer climbing. Right? But she actually is. Okay? Now, as I said to you before, there's two ways I can do this. I could set her state in the animation to top exit. Right, so let's try that as a possibility. Right, so we can say top exit. Right, we go to here. And we select this. We do not loop. Okay. We go back to here. It'll get fixed, don't worry about it. It'll probably get fixed tonight. We grab this. We say equals. And then we say exit ladder top. Right? Then we compile that. We do that. Then basically we go back to here. And then we say player mode equals, and we say not equal to exit ladder top. Right? We save that. now what we can do is something slightly different. We can dismiss that. We can go back to our ladder, and what we do is we go exit ladder top, then we do this, right, and it is 2.333 seconds, okay? So we're going to move this, and we're going to say delay .34 seconds, 2.334 seconds, okay, and let's see how that does. We do this, you two quit abandoning, have a nice sleep, and I hope to see you again. And thanks for popping in. Going to do that. And kinda nearly. Right, but what we need is basically the ladder is top collision to not be 3. Okay. And in fact, if we put it back to 1.5, we might end up actually going all the way back to 1. Yeah, we might actually. But that's actually not so bad. Right, but there is something I want to do here. Oh, we want to get this as well, this destroy actor. Where's that about? Ah. Right, okay, whatever. that's in the pawn. And we're saying switch camera. Okay, whatever. So back to our ladder. In fact, back to our animation. And the blend time. Let's give it 0.75. Right. We'll try it here again. It's not so bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than what we had, right? That's my point. Okay. And I think I'll call that for the night. That's a good place to call it. So what I'm going to do is be back tomorrow at 2 PM. So if you enjoyed the stream, hit like and subscribe. Check out the descriptions for links to the game's Discord, which you're welcome to join, as well as my personal Discord. Plus you can throw a couple of bucks my way on Patreon, or you can buy my game for $1. It's on sale on Steam. Or you can join the website. You can have a look at that as well. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you again. Bye bye for now.